Yes, this is me, Hudson George. I'm just doing a live this evening, you know what I mean? My topic is about Kit Mitchell and the NNP party. Former Prime Minister Kit Mitchell and the NNP party. And the upcoming convention for a new leader of the party on December 15th, 2024. Now, my topic is Dr. Kit Mitchell has all the rights to protect his legacy of the NNP party. He has all the rights. Now, at least why I think he have all the right, or I know he has all the right. All right. NNP party won the most elections in Grenada. Right? They won the most elections. After the US invasion. You don't have to go into how NNP was formed into a party. Right? So Blaise ruled Grenada from Blaise ruled Grenada from 1984 as the NNP Prime Minister. Whether if it's America or they set up the election or who set it up. Right? We don't want to go into that. Because the place was in a mess. Right? The left, the radicalized left commit their own demise. So let's fast forward. So in 1989, Kit Mitchell defeated Blaise in party convention and he became the leader. 1990, there was an election and the NNP lost under Kit Mitchell. They won 2 seats in 1990. The NDC, which is a breakaway faction from the Blaise NNP, won the election. With a little bit of help from the Gold Party. Right? So they won the election in a little loose alliance. Marcel Peters played a role there, and who else and what. Right? And I think they had something with Enzel Thomas at a time too. Somewhere in the process to form government, right? So after that, Mitchell came back and he bounced back and he beat the NDC in 1995 election. Right? After losing in 1990, he come back and he beat the NDC in 1995 election. Then he win in 1999. He had to call a quick election when Fletcher rebelled, and he won again. Then he narrowly won in 2003. The NDC coalition with the radicalized former PRG people almost beat him. Almost, right? Then in 2008, they give Kit Mitchell a whipping. The same NDC coalition with the radicalized crazy leftists. Right? They won. But they were infighting inside the party. And he broke up. So Prime Minister Tillman Thomas make one thumb because it is said that the radical left try to use Tillman to get power and then they go dump him. It is also said they didn't want him to win his seat in 2000 and 8, they wanted him to lose so that Peter David will be the prime minister. All right. They didn't succeed. He won, but they didn't happy. Nazim Bok was the next roadblock in the way to power. So some of them didn't like Bok and some like Bok. Remember, Bok is not from St. George's Parish or St. George Parish. Bok come from Kareku, another parish in Grenada, offshore parish. So you know how we go with tribalism and where you come out. So Peter had his group and Bok had his group, right? They mash up. Now, Mitchell makes some mistake too. In 2013, Mitchell come back and he win the election. But Mitchell didn't need Peter David and Chester Humphrey and Ali Gill and them in his party to win the election. This is where we have to look at democracy. Now, I don't belong to no political party. But all of time I find NNP was more action party. Right? People accuse me of being an NNP those days. Because me is an open person. Open. If you find you just do something to change the country because the banana boat don't coming back to Grenada. I say, okay, you know. But then Mitchell make a mistake and he bring in Peter David and them in the party. And when he bring him there, I say, nah. Then I didn't support too much politics again. I just used to watch. But he made a mistake there. So Mitchell won the 2013 election. But the next election in 2018, he allowed Peter David to run and win seat. And that is where he made the mistake. So Peter David run and Mitchell party, I think 2 times and win. And then he run in 2022. So Mitchell made mistake by taking in Peter David and the party. Because if you read Peter David political history, this is the man who forged out all the jewel people from the army. He was on a roll, so he's a bone crusher. All right? Or spoiler. Then he go in and NDC, he was the spoiler. So Mitchell shouldn't take in him. Mitchell should have satisfied to just win the election. And the NNP had a thing saying they go clean sweep, but clean sweep is not good for democracy. Whether you oppose Nazim Bokot, if he win his seat, you have a balance in democracy. I believe in two-party politics, sir. Because there is no way one party go win all the seat all the time. But Peter David marking Mitchell. So he wait now when Mitchell lose this election now to make the move. Couldn't make it quick on him as he make it on Tillman. So in the time he had time walk up he way and he infiltrate maybe some NNP supporters too. But when you want anybody tell us NNP people that all yeah, they don't believe, they're naive. Now, Grenadians who don't like Mitchell for various reasons, politics maybe, he victimized them because a politician is like a tree. A big tree, kill trees and he shed trees, right? So this is a politician. So Mitchell might despise a lot of people and he help a lot of people, right? So now Peter is about to make a move. But my topic is Mitchell have all the rights to defend his legacy and keep the party away from Peter David. Because Peter David is not a person who believes in democracy. If you listen, Peter David speak, he always speak in the first person. I, self. You could tell somebody like that, don't care about nobody, they care about themselves. Right? Never say we, like a team. I. And knowing his political past. So, in this convention coming, Mitchell supposed to save the party, and I go tell you why he should save the party. Now, Peter David is not no center left. Peter David is a left, political to the left. He's not no center left. With a radicalized belief that doesn't exist, for today's world we live in, right? And he have his followers, right? So, we could draw an example why Dr. Mitchell should save the legacy of the party. When Hugo Chavez was on his dying bed, he gave Maduro his party. Why he give Maduro? Nicolas Maduro. Castro in Cuba, Fidel Castro in Cuba. When he get old and frail, he give brother the party. Now the brother get old, now the brother put somebody there. The name is not too popular to me in my head right now. But the present president of Cuba is been put there by the Castros. We know that. The Raul still alive. The Castros still rule Cuba. Now, these are the type of politics politician Peter David admire. So when he's saying he want democracy in the NNP convention, if he come to a power, he go be like, he go take the Maduro stand, Nicolas Maduro stand, or the Fidel Castro, Raul Castro way of controlling power. So, like, once Chameau Marshall came to Grenada and he said, you must kill the crocodile before he hatch. So what he was saying is, when a crocodile lay egg, break the eggs, don't let the eggs hatch. So if we want to save democracy in Grenada, Westminster system of government in Grenada, you can't allow Peter David to get the leadership of the NNP party because he don't believe in this type of politics. So you have to crush his ambition now from getting the leadership. Whether they're saying it's gerrymandering and all kind of thing. Politics take a hard stand and Mitchell must save the party, whether it's gerrymandering or what they're using, all the terminology, because these guys, they themselves, don't believe in the democracy. So Mitchell had to break the crocodile eggs before you hatch. You have to kill the crocodile before you hatch. So don't allow Peter David and his group to take the NNP party, because this is the longest successful political party in Grenada that only lasts the last 3 elections. The last one, the first election, the last was under Mitchell in 1990. The last under Mitchell. The first one they lost. And they lost in 2008. And now they lost in 2022. But they won the most elections in Grenada. Under Blaise, 1984. Under Mitchell, 1995, 1999, 2003, 2013, and 2018. So if you rule Grenada for 23 years, How can you tell a man like that he can't save his legacy? Even though he makes some mistake. Should have paid the pension plan and all them things. Yeah, he makes some mistake. But you can't give Peter David political party in Grenada. It's like you're giving ISIS and Al-Qaeda political party. Man don't believe in any kind of politics we Grenadians believe in. And if you see some of his supporters, they tell you Westminster system of government is not good. Right? So, all the people who say, oh, Mitchell is a dictator, Mitchell is a dictator. Mitchell give Grenadians a chance in a referendum to vote for Prime Minister to a 2-term in office. They refuse it. What kind of democracy you expect to get more than that? I'm going to tell you, vote for 2 terms. You refuse to vote to keep the democracy alive. You still say the man is a dictator. For it, don't want to give Peter David his party. Mitchell made the mistake by taking Peter David in his party because he wanted to win 15 seats all the time, which is not right in a democracy, but he knows to himself Peter David is not a Democrat. He's a kind of a elusive guy with a kind of dream, you know. So Mitchell have all the right on Sunday, December 15, to pull out every trick in the political book to make sure Peter David don't win the party convention. And also, all the Peter David supporters, they don't understand politics. But he's supposed to know that he could get the leadership of the party. But if the elected MPs in the NNP party don't support him, he might even be the opposition leader in the parliament. You getting it? They could tell the governor, name one of the closer friends. So what is going to happen? He's going to mash up the party again. So he could be a spoiler again. Spoiler from the rebel. All tricks in the book to get rid of Jewel people, Jewel movement people. Mostly rural people. Now in rural community smiling. Like when Christopher Columbus came to native people. But we in the rural, we're not native people. We are the real Grenadians. Authentic Grenadian. So you can't come smiling like Christopher Columbus. Some people go fall for it. Right? So, Mitchell's supposed to save that party Sunday by some tricks on whether it's a woman at win, I don't really care. The gender thing don't bother to me and say the woman is weak. But you need to stop. Make sure you secure the party from Peter David. Now, I won't go and do live on no forum where people talking about this convention, and well, I leave out of Grenada too long for me to go on program arguing and where people cussing one another and insulting one another. I don't insult people. I don't believe in insulting people because I'm not a forgiving person. So, because I'm not forgiving, I don't insult people, because if you disrespectful to me for no reason, I wouldn't forgive you. I'm not forgiving. This is why I will never support Peter David in politics, because he is the man who came to Paul's army barracks and started destroying the revolution. He and the other comrade who make most years in jail in politics. There is the time they overthrow Hudson Hastings since that time. And they were rolling. Even though Hudson Hastings had name as general in army, Hudson Hastings was no general. It was them what running things. So how you could trust to give people like that NNP party and Dr. Mitchell had to secure the legacy of himself and the party, because once Peter David grabbed that party, all core NNP people will be out. He going to purge them out because there is nothing like center left with those guys. Those guys are left. Radicalized people with a crazy belief. And whoever fall for those things, I don't know why they falling for this kind of politics. So I would say Mitchell had to use every trick in the book to save that party by any means necessary on Sunday. Because if you have a person rearing chicken, you just rear chicken, or you rearing goat, sheep, pig, animals, you have a farm where you are farmer, like you rearing animals to sell, and wolf and coyote come in to eat your animal. You have to train dogs and donkey too. In Canada, they use donkey. You could train donkey and dog to get rid of the wolves and the coyote when they come in. So Kit Mitchell had to use his tactics like the owner of a place would rearing animals to sell. Use whatever means you have to get rid of those people. Use whatever means to save your party. So this is all I'm saying. Dr. Mitchell have to save the NDC party from Peter David and his crazy radicals. Anyway, this is me, Hudson George. This is all I have to say. I gone till I come again.